everybody, welcome to Kimmel's Irish Pub. Time for another movie review. Tonight's movie, Ocean's 8. I don't know why I tell you that, because you obviously know that when you click on it to watch this. Anyway, 6.4 on IMDb, starring Sandra Bullock, Cate Blanchett, and Hathaway, Mindy, Kaling. So, pretty good there, but the 6.4 has me kind of worried. And I think they're somehow related to Ocean's 11. I don't know that. I think Sandra Bullock might be related to George Clooney. If you haven't seen Ocean's 11 yet, you got to check that out. That's classic. I mean, that's a remake of the original. The Ocean's 11 is what I'm referring to George Clooney, Brad Pitt. You know, that is a fantastic movie. The sequels were okay, but the original was the best. But that's not what you're here to find out about. You're here to find out how is Ocean's 8. And it's like an all-girls cast of Ocean's 11. So hopefully it's interesting. I like these kind of capers. And the planning that goes into it and everything. So we got some good actresses. Let's see what it's all about. So stick around. I'll be back. Hey everybody. I want to do a quick check-in here. We're watching Ocean's 8. We're at the 20-minute and 19-second mark. I already got to step in here and talk a little bit about the movie ahead of time. I'm slightly disappointed already. So Sandra Bullock's character just gets out of prison for a 5-year stint. We're not sure why. There's some guy involved. There's no backstory so far. But she's friends/partners with Cate Blanchett. Prior to this, she's meeting up with her and saying about this idea that she thought about how to steal some jewels while she was incarcerated. Okay, great. You got your plot line here, and let's put it together. We need 7 people and $20,000 to pull this off. So let's start working towards that. So the jewels that they want to steal, I don't know. It's in some museum. Anne Hathaway's character is somehow involved with this museum, who's, I don't know, maybe the model or the celebrity that's going to represent something here. So they need her to wear the certain diamonds. So they contact a fashion designer. So this very popular fashion designer, and they want her to dress Anne Hathaway and make her wear these diamonds. And that's where it you know, like Ocean's 11 had all this creativity and made it believable. These are 2 would-be thieves, if you will, are contacting a very popular fashion designer, and the whole heist depends on her dressing Anne Hathaway in these diamonds. So very, very far-fetched. It's not like they're known people or anything like that. So that's where we are, and I think that's what the rest of it is going to be about, is plotting this heist and stealing these diamonds. And I'm sure there's going to be excitement, but right off the bat, I am slightly disappointed, and this is how they base their whole robbery, on meeting this person. You know, like, it would be great, like, if I could just go meet a fashion designer. Yeah, I've spent 5 years in prison, but let me behind stage so I can meet this popular person and convince them to dress a celebrity. You know, or that's so. Quick gripe there. We're only at the 20-minute mark. I'll get back into it a little bit more. Maybe I'll check in again. Maybe not. I don't know. I'm sure I have to. But so far, no good. Alright, I'll be back. Hey everybody. We're at the credits of Ocean's 8. And sorry there was no additional check-ins after that first 20-mark check-in, because there really wasn't anything interesting. I think the most interesting thing that happened from that point on to the end of the movie was Rihanna lost her accent. So I forgot to tell you, Rihanna's in this movie. She plays a hacker, which is great, but she starts off with an accent, and then she loses that accent throughout the movie. At least that's what I thought. I'm all for girl power, and I really like the idea of creating a movie based on women being the thieves in it, and I got it, but I just don't think this was written very well. So to correct one thing, or talk a little bit more about what I was talking about earlier, Debbie Ocean is Danny Ocean's sister, and evidently, according to this, Danny Ocean has died. I don't know if I remember that from any of the Oceans before, but that's what they're saying in this one. They do give that backstory of her and her boyfriend. This is Sandra Bullock plays Debbie Ocean, but evidently he's dead in this one. So I don't know what happened there or how he died. I thought that the plan that they put together, you remember when you see Ocean's 11, it was really intricate and a great plan and stuff like that. I thought the plan was faulty. I thought it had a lot of holes. I thought it was odd the way that they tried to steal the diamonds and whatever they did there. And I don't want to ruin it for you in case you do decide to turn this on and watch it. But I was like, I don't know. I just thought that there was other ways that they could have done it. Would have, I don't know. They did crazy stuff there. Some things that they did was, you know, they created a decoy for the diamonds, and what they did there to replace them, to switch them, I thought was odd when they had a perfect opportunity. I'm completely baffled. And I will talk about that in a little bit. I won't ruin it for you. They had one girl who gets hired by the Met. So she goes through the entire interview process, and they hire this girl who basically runs the event that they're trying to rob. Like 3 weeks before it happens, she is like the director of the catering business or something like that. I don't know. But I mean, how does that happen? One, she fake name, fake social security, you know, all that. They don't set that all up. But, you know, somehow she gets hired and she's supposed to be, you know, don't they do background checks and things like that? Whatever. And they do this 3 weeks before, and she is a major, you know, manager or director during the entire event. Like, how do they allow that to happen? And that's part of how they're able to attempt to pull off this heist. So very, you know, and I mean, nothing creative. There's a small twist, very small. Nothing like, that makes it so much better. Nothing like that. I mean, it's just, and then, like I had mentioned, Anne Hathaway. She's in the movie. She's the actress or the celebrity that the Met has hired to, I don't know, something about this gala. Like, she was the person there, and she's the one who's going to wear the diamonds and things like that. Well, I don't want to ruin it for you, but she's involved somehow, some way. I don't know. Anyway, I really am disappointed in this movie. If you're going to put oceans in front of anything, it's got to be good. I thought they did a poor job on this one. I think the idea is good. I like, you know, bringing in all these actresses. I like the actress. I like Cate Blanchett. She was in this. I thought she did good. I like them. I think they did a poor job of writing the heist. I think that's where this, you know, nothing that they did wrong or anything like that. I thought there was some good parts, but the whole, I think they could have done a better job there. I am 4 or 5. I'm probably 5. I don't want to be that bad. I'm going to give it a 5 overall. And that's about it. Now I'm going to talk a little bit about a couple of things that are going to be spoilers. So if you haven't seen the movie yet and you don't want it to spoil, go ahead and check out now. Okay, I'm back. Spoiler alert. Okay, spoiler alert. The two things that I really wanted to talk about. One, as I mentioned, Anne Hathaway is in it. They bring her into the loop. So now they've got this clout to contact a fashion designer and get in with her and get her into this heist of robbing $150 million worth of diamonds. And then they get the Anne Hathaway character as well, who's an actress in it. And the only reason she does it is because she's lonely. She doesn't have a lot of female friends, so she gets in on this heist. I mean, they just pull people out. It's not like trusted confidants that they bring in to help steal all this stuff. No, they just randomly pick, oh, well, I think that person can help, let's bring them in. And they're not going to get caught. I mean, that's absurd. Second, they do this with technology, which I like. They have these glasses that can scan those diamonds and then send them to like a 3D printer that's going to print them out in Zuber, you know what I mean, in the fake stuff, Zuber carbonium, whatever it is. I don't know. But yeah, okay, great. So now they got the decoy or the, you know, the fake diamonds, and they have Anne Hathaway go into the bathroom. She gets sick, and then that person takes the diamonds off of her while she was getting sick, and she walks out without the diamonds on. Why not put the fake diamonds on her then? Then nobody would care. And I guess that's because of the distraction is what they did. So they did this distraction so that everybody would think that they were stolen. But I mean, if you can get away with it easier, I don't know. That now I understand. As I was saying that, I realized. But then they brought Anne Hathaway in on the whole thing. So like, it would have been so easy. Why even get her sick? Why not just take the diamonds off of her? put them back on, put the fake ones back on. What's done is done. I don't know. And again, now that I say that, I realize that the whole small twist that I had talked about previously, if you're still watching, was that they can go steal all the other diamonds. But so they got greedy, and they risked getting caught because they got greedy. I don't know. They take the real one, and they cut it up into pieces to get it out. That doesn't make any sense either. And then they just loaded all the other ones. They just took them with this crazy idea of having Yen come from the other Ocean's 11 come in and do all this, gymnastics type stuff and put it on a boat and go underwater. And then they cut up the other main one right there in order to sneak it out. It doesn't make any sense. They take a whole big cart and push it into a van for all the other diamonds. Anyway, very, very faulty movie. Poorly done. This is one they got to run by people before they send it out, because there's a lot of things in here that just don't make any sense and ruin it. If when you want to see an Ocean's movie, you want to be really well thought out and things that you can't even think of. So anyway, all right, that's enough for me. I am gonna sign out now. I'm giving it a 5, not a 4. I'm gonna give it a 5 because I like the girls in it. They did a good job, and it wasn't their fault that it was poorly written. That's it. Thanks for tuning in. Kimmel's Irish Pub.